So Jamboard and reggae music apparently go hand in hand.
Oh, we be jamming,
Might
man.
be jamming.
Yeah.
So we'll take it up to another famous reggae
We're
song.
gonna steer
We're
it
gonna
up.
steer it up.
Yeah, little darling.
Little darling.
Because we're gonna take a couple of different things here and combine them into one and integrate them.
Well, yes, integration. I mean,
Integration is great. It's the
that's
key.
amazing in education is integrating technology with education. So we're integrating technology and technology, and we're going to integrate Google Expeditions and Jamboard.
Yeah.
I.e., what we're going to do is we have our storyboard here of different spots that we would like to film to take snapshots in for Google Expeditions.
We're creating our own expeditions.
Well, no, it's not at all. It's out
coming
there. It will be coming out. There are some people out there that are doing this. Hashtag love where you live.
Love where you live.
Did I get it right?
You did get that right.
Hashtag love
Yeah.
where you live.
Hashtag.
Apparently, this is the hashtag.
What? No, it's this.
I know.
Downside.
Anyways, so we've got ours. So first off, we have Old York.
Yeah, so we talked to the students in the high school and we said, all right, where would you like to take some snapshots for points of interest here in York? And they came up with these 6. So York is one of the oldest towns. It is the oldest town in Maine.
Yep.
It's one of the oldest towns in the nation.
And it has
just before the 1700s when it was settled.
It has the oldest jail in the country,
Yeah.
which is the picture that we have here.
Well, right. That isn't actually what it would have looked like back then. It's been redone a few times. But yes, that is the site of the old jail.
Yep.
Which they spelled funny back then.
Wiggly Bridge, the next one we have there, that is a supposedly the smallest functional suspension bridge in the world.
In the world.
In the world.
Yeah.
That
and it still wiggles.
Yep, and we did verify that. So, just saying.
Yep, and a very famous picture here, Nubble Lighthouse.
One of the most photographed lighthouses in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, it was part of the Apollo mission.
It was.
That picture.
They brought that picture up there so that way if life forms ever saw it, they would see that this is part of what we are.
Yeah, Great Wall of China, Eiffel Tower, Nubble Light. I mean, it makes sense.
York Middle School, that is literally where we are right now.
Yeah.
This used to be the high school.
It did. Back in 1902, it was built, and just the far left side, which you would see in the expedition, is the 3-floored brick and mortar school that was the high school.
Yep. So there are 2 beaches 2 major beaches in York. This is Short Sands. It's only a quarter-mile long.
Right, but they do pack in a lot, including people.
Yes, they do. Off this picture of Nubble Lighthouse will also be Long Sands. That one is about 2 miles long.
Yeah.
Obviously a big difference in those 2 beaches.
Yeah.
Well, I usually go to Long Sands.
Long Sands is about surfing and playing in the water. And Short Sands is more about the funorama and the restaurants and that kind of thing.
Absolutely. And then we got this guy right here.
Yeah.
Affectionately known as Mount A.
Yeah, Mount Agamenicus.
Yep.
It was obviously named after a Native American tribe. It is just about 690 some odd feet above sea level, so it's more of a hill. But it certainly is a landmark in York because it's in the western part. Not only can you see the oceans from up there, you can also see all the way into New Hampshire.
I'm taking notes as you talk.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Level.
Yeah.
So we've got, we're going to have a little mount here. Eric's going to bring in some information from a sheet that our kids were working on.
Yeah, so the nice thing about Jamboard is I can go right into my Google Docs. I can search for expeditions, which we are piloting, and I can bring in some of our plans. Now, when you do that, it comes in kind of small, but if I double tap on a Google Doc that has multiple pages, it'll expand, and then I can drag a page out, and then, of course, I can resize it, and you'll see it blow up here so you can actually read it.
So for one of our past videos, we got official word from Google, thank you, Anita Flanagan, about how to be able to do that. So now we know how to do that.
We do it all the time, yeah.
So let's grab a couple other pieces of information. One, you can definitely see the ocean. I screwed that up. I wanted to get rid of that because I'm going to undo because I was still in the draw mode. Let me change my pen here. So over here, we have Nubble Lighthouse, Cape Nettic. You can definitely see that stuff from Mount Agamenicus. So we want to make sure that is showcased in our expedition slide.
Yeah. So the pop-out can be the site.
Yep.
So the nice thing about expeditions is you get your 360 image, but you also get that pop-out where you can do an older time photo, which is great for a historical town like York. So while we're taking you to the top of Mount A, we'll also take some regular pictures so they'll pop out. So as you're looking around in 360, you'd be able to target these and see what that looks like close up.
Like we have views to Mount Washington.
Absolutely.
Mount Washington is the tallest mountain in New England.
In the East Coast.
In the East Coast.
Yeah. Yep.
So that
nasty weather up there.
Definitely want to showcase that a little bit.
Yep.
It used to be a ski slope.
Mount A did used to be a ski slope. Yeah, back in the 70s, they tried it out as a ski slope. due to the salt air that we have here, because being so close to the oceans, that obviously is not conducive to skiing. It's great for the roads and the cars in the winters for safe travel, but not so good on the ski slopes. So after a while, they couldn't extend their ski seasons and they shut it down. But again, while we're up there, there's going to be pictures and you'll be able to see the old chairlifts. We'll even take a picture from the old chairlift station and
Absolutely.
the lodge that's still at the top that is now a host to the National Land Trust and some of the environmental programs that they do for education up there.
Someone's looking for me. My Hangouts is going ballistic behind us.
Oh.
I think that's a sign that means we need to get going and go take some pictures.
Yeah, so let's drive up to Mount A.
We're going to head up there.
All
We'll
right.
see you in a bit.
We'll take the road to the top.
Tripod for this too. We'll pop the tripod on and put it on there, and let's do this.
Sounds good.
All right. So we did a scan around Mount Washington here, and as I look around, we have a building behind us which is the old ski lodge. So I think what we found is right over here behind me, there's a nice little spot where we should be able to go ahead and take a nice 360 photo from. So let's set that up.
Here anymore, but there are several of the trails have been adapted into hiking trails. So we're just going to set up, do a little 360 off in the distance, the presidential range of New Hampshire. You probably can't tell on the phone, but way out there, the snow-capped mountains still. Those are all over 4,000 feet.
All right, so while Eric's over here setting up, what we're going to do hopefully is make a really nice tall stand. The great thing, we have the Theta 360. That's what we're working with, and it's great because it's got the phone app. We can just walk away from it, click the phone up, so we don't have to be in the picture because, you know, you get enough of us anyways. All right, so we're back.
We are. That was a fun trip.
That was a nice little trip. No, it's a nice little drive because we didn't hike it because I didn't wear the shoes for it.
That's why.
So we've got some pictures. We're going to go ahead. We're going to put them into the tool. I like, as we mentioned before, we cannot show the tool at this point.
And it doesn't have a name, so we can't even.
It doesn't have a name.
We're just going to create the expedition. That is. #LoveWhereYouLive.
#LoveWhereYouLive. So if you're part of the beta, look out for York on there, and hopefully in the not too distant future, it'll be available to everyone.
It'll be available in a classroom near you.
Yep, and check out some of our other videos about Jamboard and about expeditions. Get involved with it because it's a lot of fun.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.